when you find things like this, you want to stop and you want to kind of show what you can do, so you don't have to go ahead and pay an expensive fee for the situation, or to know why they're charging you a lot for that fee or that type of work that they're going to do. So I'm over here at a friend's house, and in this house we have the main the main water line here. That's the meter over there, and the issues that you see water that is spilling out there. Well, there were some issues over here when they were replacing this water line, and I want to show you how you can fix this and what you can do if you have other situations. All right, now we can see, after we were digging a little bit, now that tarp over there, the piece of covering on top of the grass, is for us to avoid making a huge mess. Especially, let's say if you're working in summertime and you leave that there, you're gonna have a huge patch. So you want to make sure that sometimes actually you can pull out the grass on one side, the dirt on the other side, so whenever you refill this back again, you compact it nicely, and then you put the grass back on top, and the damage will be less than just kind of revolving all this thing on top and throwing the dirt on top of the grass by itself. All right, so what we have here is PVC. Now, 3/4 pipes are normal pipes for a water line into a house. Normally, you can find this or 1-inch pipes. In the situations, you can find them in copper and lead. Sometimes, not used anymore. Lead, copper, and galvanized. We have the easiest way of replacing this right now, which is PVC. PEX also, people are using PEX nowadays. But PVC, we're gonna glue it down later on. We're gonna cut a section and glue it down. So let me explain a little bit of what's going on. This PVC line has a hub where the other PVC comes in, right? So you don't have a coupling in the middle. The pipe itself comes with its own kind of coupling there. I guess it just gave up. Let me get it closer. But it gave up a little bit on that section over there, and we want to make sure that we replace a bigger section, like from here to this side, from this side to that side. Make sure that everything is clear, because we don't want dirt to come inside the piping. Obviously, we're gonna shut down the water in a moment. I'm gonna go ahead and explain to you that in a moment. But I can see that they left a huge curvature over here, and I don't want that. I want the pipe to be a little more straighter, because you put in a lot of resistance over there, and that can give you a problem in the future. So I want to make sure that it's a little more straight. So let's clear all this section out and make sure that everything is fine so we can work. Now the other thing is that we have over here the valve. Now how you turn this out, you go clockwise, and you're gonna go ahead and meet one little ring with the other one, those two perforations. Sometimes they put a pin over there, safety pin, so people don't use the water because maybe somebody didn't pay the water bill, or they're just new service, so they're always locked up there. So we want to make sure that we move it. There are special keys for that. In this case, I'm just going to use this vice grip. It's practical, and it's going to be easier for us to do it. So let's go ahead and clear this out, and I'll show you in a moment. All right, so now we found the issue. Again, we know that it's dripping from here. We know that we have to clear the section on the bottom, because we don't want debris to come in, dirt to come in and start closing all the little filters in our faucets and so forth. Now we have that arc over here. We want to make sure that maybe by cutting over here in this section, just right after the little coupling thing, we can probably join it with a single coupling, but just in case we got another coupling, so we can actually cut one side, cut the other side, and put this section in the middle and see if we can actually take this arc out. Now, why is it important to make sure that that's a little deeper? Because there are regulations and there are requirements, so you have to dig down good enough so the permafrost will not freeze your piping. When you have a lot of frost and the weather is too cold for too many weeks, it may come all the way to contact with the pipe, and it's gonna either burst or it's gonna freeze all your water lines, and it's gonna be an issue for you. That's why they ask you to bring it all the way down, and that's why this, in my opinion, is not the proper way of doing it, because not even 16 inches deep, right? So that we're gonna try to fix the situation. That's why we dug out a little bit more on that section. So we're gonna go ahead and cut over here, cut on the other side, and remember that you may had lead piping or galvanized piping or copper. Obviously there are different ways of treating that. We're going to work with PVC in this moment. Well, you can see a section of the original pipe, way thinner than the one that we're gonna, install. On the outside is the same thickness. The inside is, this one is a schedule 40. It holds about 480 pounds of pressure, PSIs. Pressures per square inch. So we're gonna go ahead and cut from this section that we got, like 5 feet. The piece over here is like 11 inches or so. We're gonna obviously clean the couplings, clean the pipes. Notice that we use some paper towels to clean over here. Want to make sure that everything is nice and clean. We're gonna primer first all the pieces, all the 4 edges, 1, 2, 3, and the other cut that we're gonna make, and obviously a coupling. So let's continue with that. A ver. Aquí. Bien, entonces vamos a poner una basurita aquí. Vamos a limpiar este limpiador, ¿sí? ¿Ya ven? You can see now, you see. Okay. Okay, all right. Vamos there. Esto por acá está limpio, por el está allá. Okay, so we put this one over here already. We glue it down already. So we put glue on this one already. So we're gonna go ahead and first install it over here. We're gonna put some glue nicely here. Acá también. Que así. All right. Sí. Okay. Put it over here. Ahora montar este, y cuando entra va a quedar así pegadito aquí, derechito ahí. Bien. Un poquito aquí adentro. Por acá así. Y listo. And that's it. Now you can see how you can repair your own PVC piping, or main water line in this case. Obviously I'm going to make more videos about galvanized pipes and lead pipes, copper pipes, and all these things when you have to replace this main water lines. Obviously from the meter outside belongs to the city in this case, and you don't want to touch that part. You want to work over here. Your plumber needs to work over here. And that's it. Now you're gonna subscribe to the channel, hit that little notification bell, like it, and then I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.